everybody, welcome to BrickVault. Today is another LEGO Weekly News Update. Lots of things happened in the world of LEGO this week. Last week we had nearly a 40-minute long episode that went through all of the new sets, nearly all of the new sets that are going to be released for 2020, the Winter Wave. This week, like always, every year I should say, there's some straggler sets that we now have a good look at. I know there's going to be ones also coming along next week, but we get a look at the Mandalorian Battle Pack. We're probably getting two of those, I just have a feeling, just because it's a really cool little set. And also, Bricklink was bought by LEGO. That was a pretty big news story. I'll be talking about that a little bit more in detail in this episode. But before I jump into the stories of the week, I do want to say that starting yesterday and lasting until midnight tomorrow, Sunday night, Pacific Standard Time, we have our Black Friday sale in the web store. That's 25% off nearly every single thing that we've ever made for the entire web store. 25% off tomorrow, today, and well, yes, tomorrow and today. So anyways, we really appreciate all the support that we've been getting so far. If you guys are considering maybe building a much more complicated, usually much more difficult to build, also highly detailed LEGO model, maybe now's the time to do that. So anyways, links for everything in the description below. Black Friday sale ends tomorrow, midnight Pacific Standard Time. And right, let's jump into the news. So these first images show off the Mandalorian Battle Pack. This was the only Star Wars set that hadn't been revealed as of last week. And my initial theory was that maybe they didn't show it off due to an episode of The Mandalorian that might be spoilery. This might be true, half true. It's hard to tell. If you've seen episode 3, you might know what I'm talking about. But anyways, focusing on the Battle Pack itself, I like these prints. For the most part, they're a bit vibrant, almost cartoony in the sense that the blue armor is very bright blue. We have some nice bright green, and then the other two guys are a little bit more muted with still some relatively vibrant highlights. 4 totally different, unique Mandalorian figures is definitely cool. The speeder build isn't bad, and I could care less about that other little side build. It comes with stud shooters, which, you know, it's a battle pack. That's pretty standard, but there is one thing about this that I'm kind of curious about, and that is that none of these guys come with jetpacks. I think they all have that slightly shortened or tapered off cape, which means we might be getting some of those new cape pieces in different colors for the first time, which is cool. But it would have been kind of interesting if 1 or 2 of them had jetpack pieces, even in like the flat silver, like from Jango Fett or something, so they didn't even have to make a new piece. All in all, it's still an amazing battle pack. I'm definitely going to be getting it for collection's sake. I want to get maybe 2 packs because it'd be really fun to have some of these guys wandering around Yavin. And of course, I want the complete set for our display case. Then LEGO City dropped some more sets for 2020, and I have a feeling these are probably some of the best ones. Here's a little stunt team set. I like that little green bike with the sticker, the lightning sticker. Then here are some racing cars. These are now built at 6 stud wide, so this is what the original Speed Champion scale was, and now they're building them out like City scale, which I think is a great idea. Have City scale built at this, which is a little bit higher detail than what you get from those much smaller kittier sets, and then Speed Champions can be a little bit wider and much more detailed. Love these 2 cars though, they're really nice. And then here is the gas station. Once again, we don't have any prices listed. It's under 400 pieces, and also excellent builds for vehicles, and just a few other little indications of gas station stuff, but relatively sparse looking set. Awesome that we get a Chihuahua though. And then this last one is my favorite. We've got the tuning workshop. So I love that there's a custom little bike. It kind of reminds me of like a weird modified cafe racer. The tow truck looks great. You get a hot rod, some other stuff. There's just a ton of car stuff in this, which looks awesome. And the signage looks especially good there with the actual tire built into the sign at the top. That's just under 900 pieces. And these city pieces are probably some of the strongest ones that we've seen, I think, for 2020. Now jumping back over to Speed Champions, you can see that this 8 stud wide build for the Nissan GTR Nismo definitely captures a bit of extra detailing, and I once again just really like the fact that these 2 themes have really differentiated themselves in very positive ways. But now let's move down to the December store calendar for LEGO. All the promotions and events have been revealed. It starts off with a little nod to the Rebuild the World campaign. Then starting from December 6th, ending on the 24th, there is a free Lego Creator mini gingerbread house with the purchase of $99 or more. Looks pretty darn good. And then also starting on the 6th, ending on January 31st, you can get a free Star Wars 20th Anniversary Obi-Wan Kenobi collectible minifigure with the purchase of $40 or more, or while supplies last. So I have a feeling he's probably going to be the last of the collectible figs from that 20-year anniversary line. So, you know, he'll have that little print on his back that says so. And then you can see moving down the display ornament promotion is still going to be live ending December 8th. That started back on the 4th, but the build to give hashtag is still going on. And then the free Lego Batman Mini Batmobile will still be available up until the 5th if you buy the 1989 much larger UCS one. Starting the 11th and ending on the 24th, the holiday themed builds are going to be available for the Pick-a-Brick wall, minifigure swap Monday on the 16th, and that's about it for all of the events and promotions for December. And also, I didn't mention this along with the reveals like in the beginning of the news, but a ton of new promo polybags have been revealed for next year, and I've just decided to leave Bricksets list up here because they have it kind of in order that I like. I'm not going to go through every single one, but I like the Lamborghini Hurricane, the Small Speed Champions one. There is a Poe Dameron's X-Wing Fighter. Skeleton Defense for Minecraft isn't too bad. You get a couple of figs there. And then, to some people's joy and other collectors' dismay, depending on what you paid for it, the Captain Marvel and Nick Fury polybag is out, and that is the same Captain Marvel that up until this announcement has only been exclusive to the Comic-Con set that came out not too long ago. I have a feeling more people will be happy than disappointed. Chef Enzo's Haunted Hot Dogs polybag looks great with that double torso piece. He comes with a cleaver and hot dog. There's a few Ninjago polybags that may have an exclusive figure, at least an exclusive release. And then the Creator 3-in-1 cat polybag kind of grabs my attention. Also the train. Remember, links to everything I'm talking about are in the description below if you wanted to take a closer look at any of the other ones. We don't know how these will be released next year, but those are a lot of the upcoming promo polybags. And then I mentioned this in an individual news video this last week, which I rarely ever do unless it's a big story, and for us, Bricklink being bought by Lego is a very big story, at least for us. I was actually trying to do the math in my head, and I don't know, maybe we're on the top 1,000 list of people that buy bricks off of Bricklink, just in terms of sheer quantity. Anything you see custom built in the studio are all bricks that we get from this website. Cough, cough, the Black Friday sale is still going on. 25% off custom Lego instructions. Check us out in the description below, www.brickvault.toys. And up until now, and its creation, it's always been an independent buying and selling place. It had been bought out by another Korean company a few years back, but now Lego owns it, and there's a lot of people that are, you know, cautiously optimistic. Many people think that this is going to be the end for Bricklink, and frankly, I just don't know. There's a lot of good that can come from it, and depending on how Lego handles it, it could be bad, but hopefully they're paying attention to what people are saying in terms of comments, questions, and concerns. And I asked you guys in the comments below on the last video, and for the most part, I'm seeing kind of negative stuff from not just the comments in my video, but the comments in others as well. And I can tell you that maybe that's not such a bad thing, because I do know for a fact that a lot of the Lego marketing people and community organizers are paying very close attention to how people react to this announcement, and they want to make sure not to step on anybody's toes in too big of a way. And hopefully nobody's worst fears are realized from this acquisition. Anyways, I've linked my slightly more detailed video in the description below, but really there isn't a whole lot to know about what they're doing or what they're going to do, because they've been pretty much radio silence on most of their bigger decisions that are going to be coming later down the line. Duplo has some official Lego images of their sets for 2020 that were revealed. I just scrolled past them really quick. I don't know much about the Duplo line or what would be new or not new, because I'm really not familiar with those parts. And then a couple weeks back, we announced that there was a Macy's Day float, a Lego Macy's Day Parade float, and we got to see what that looked like, which is kind of interesting. I assumed it was going to be much larger brick-built version of this brick-built design, like made of smaller Lego bricks, but I realize now that that probably wouldn't have been logistically feasible, so they molded much larger Lego bricks that were probably a lot lighter, hollow, easier to construct, and of course not heavy on the body of the float. There was a K-pop group performing on it, and if you want to learn more about that, links in the description below like always. The Lego Masters TV show that's for the States States now, not in the UK, has just had their first commercial air on Fox, and it looks to be made very much in the same vein as the original, but you know, just the Americanized version. And if I didn't mention it before, Will Arnett is the host, which makes a lot of sense. He was the voice of Batman in the Lego Batman movie and also the Lego movies. He's the guy that hosts the show, which is kind of a fun choice, and I'll definitely be watching this first season just to kind of stay up on how the show goes, and also I just want to see what kind of cool creations end up coming out of it. And then very quickly, let's finish off with Lego Ideas. No new Lego Ideas sets got voted in with 10,000 votes of support, but the voting section, the fan vote section for the Vintage Cruiser contest is now open, so the grand prize winner gets a ton of really cool Lego modular creator sets and other creator sets, and their final design will be put into a gift with purchase that I think will be coming out at some point later in the year 2020. I've put my vote in already, and if you feel like scrolling through and showing some love to one of these creators, go for it. That's all linked in the description. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, sticking around to the end of the episode. Remember, top 10 box of the week is tomorrow. Black Friday ends tomorrow, midnight Pacific Standard Time. 25% off, whatever you want to do. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.